Tyler and Joe, how do you all know each other?
Well, Joe, we went to camp, MDA, what, 20 years ago almost?
Yeah, I believe we started in it was either 99 or 2000.
Yeah.
And now you're a caregiver for Tyler.
Yep.
Yep.
So how would you describe you guys' relationship?
I mean, just a couple friends hang out every now and then. He helps me out with for the weekend, and we talk shit basically. Yeah.
So, same
Yeah.
question.
I don't really view it as like a caregiving position that I have. It's more or less, I mean, we've known each other for coming up on 25 years now, roughly, and it's more or less I'm coming out to hang out with one of my friends. Obviously, it's Wisconsin, so in the winter it's hard to get out. So when we can get out in the summer, that's what I like to do, get him out of the house as much as we can, because obviously, I mean, it's not very easy for him all the time. So as much as I can get him out of the house and, you know, live a little bit differently, that's what I like to do. And it's more, like I said, it's not really a caregiving job. It's just coming out and hanging out with one of my buddies.
Yeah, you care about him a lot, and,
Mm-hmm.
you can tell that you have a bond together. What makes your relationship so strong, do you think?
I don't know. I mean, we have kind of a similar sense of humor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can sit there and say, I mean, there's a pretty big comfort level. We've grown. I mean, we've known each other for so long now. I know it's going to sound a little weird when I say it, but I mean, I've watched him grow from this size to this size. But he's matured a lot. I've watched him grow up, like maturity level. So I mean, it's just being there together through all that. We've just gotten really, really close. We've shared a lot of good times, bad times, been there for each other, helped each other out through a lot of stuff. I mean, even when I need somebody to talk to, I know I can call him with no issues. So it's a really, really, really good friendship. One of the strongest ones that I have going right now.
Kind of even. Tyler, you're a very even kill guy, and I will say that about you. You're easy to talk to. Like you don't judge anybody, and I think that's
Right.
you're to be commended for that. But from Joe's perspective, what got you into caregiving in the first place?
My best friend Matt, I met him in second grade when he moved in down the street from me, and we started going to the same school. We hung out every day because obviously real close distance between us. But as time went on, we got closer. He'd disappear for a week every summer, so I'm left there like, where'd my buddy go? What am I supposed to do? And then he started talking about it and figuring out about MDA and the summer camp that they put on. And then when I turned 18 and I could finally go, I went, and I've missed maybe 1 year since.
Okay.
And it's just, I mean, I get a really good feeling doing it. It's my way of being able to give back to help everybody that's in a little bit of a different spot than I am. And I would just want to make sure that everybody can live their life to the fullest. And it's relaxing. It's fun for me. I get a really good feel for myself. And just, it makes me happy. I like helping people. It's kind of my thing.
So it's kind of a gratifying feeling.
Yeah.
But Tyler, one of the things that you talked about before is like, it almost seems like it's beyond the job between you two. That's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, like Joe said, I mean, we're hanging out for a weekend every now and then, and he just happens to get paid for it.
And so what kind of trouble do you guys get into?
That really can't be discussed on camera. We go out, with how long we've been friends, it's every day what you do with your buddies. I mean, we go to a bar, we drink, we watch sports. We eat a lot, and not healthy but we do. We go to music festivals, movies. I mean, we go out and have a good time.
Yeah. So, I mean, what advice would you give somebody who is kind of on the fence of being a caregiver?
Take your time. Don't rush into it. If you are interested in it, go out. If you meet somebody with muscular dystrophy, somebody with CP, anyone in a chair, or go out and talk to them. You're not going to really find your niche, find out what you're trying to do until you talk to somebody and find out the responsibilities and everything that you need to do. It's nerve-wracking at first. There are some things you may not be comfortable with or things you haven't done before, but it takes a little bit of time to get over that. But once you do, it's easy and it's a cakewalk.
So the nerve-wracking piece of that, I want to talk a little bit more about that. What sort? If you can think back to that time, what sort of nerves did you have?
Helping somebody go to the bathroom for the first time isn't the easiest thing in the world. It's something, obviously, it's kind of taken for granted by a lot of people that you can just walk in, go do your thing, and leave. But being able to adjust to making sure that they're comfortable with it, you're comfortable with it, and then following the procedures you have to do to make sure it goes smoothly. But other than that, I mean, it's lifting, getting dressed. It takes a little bit of time because the first time I ever did it, I've never had any experience with that. So it's, listening, talking, okay, what do we do next? Taking it step by step and learning how to follow, not lead for a while until you guys both get comfortable with what you have to do.
Can you explain the follow, not lead thing?
Well, with Tyler, and obviously you know what you have to do and what works easiest for you. From putting on your sock to putting on a shirt to a shower. You guys know what you have going on, and for me coming into it, I can't just come in, grab you, throw you in a chair, okay, this is how we're gonna do it. No, let's pump the brakes a little bit. We need to go slow. Let's step by step, let's start with this. My shoulder doesn't go this way, but I can move this way. You need to listen to what the person you're supplying the care for is comfortable with. You can't just go, well, we're doing it my way and this is how it goes. No, we're gonna do it my way.
You ever, think about the time you were working at camp. Did you ever, does caregiving ever get draining?
Yeah.
Okay, explain.
You go from for camp it's a week at a time. So I can go from when I'm at home, I can get a full night's sleep. I don't have to worry about waking up to make sure if power goes out, if a BiPAP is still connected. So you get, physically it's draining. You can lose a lot of sleep. But then at the same time, it can be kind of like mentally and emotionally trying to learn something new. But it's all stuff that you get over with time. But it's also, like I said, it's a pretty big transition. It's not just we're gonna click right off the bat.
Yeah.
But it takes a little bit of getting used to.
Can the relationships ever get draining?
I wouldn't say draining. A lot of the guys that I've encountered in caregiving, we have a pretty good friendship with everything. They can get stressed and tested.
Yeah.
But it's never anything to the point where I'd be like, screw this, I'm done.
Yeah.
No.
So, you talked a little bit about the feeling. What's the best, how do you describe the feelings of being a caregiver?
What do you mean, like what I get out of it?
Yeah.
Or,
yep.
I feel pretty privileged being able to do it. It's not every day where you can build a relationship with somebody where they trust you basically with their life. And that's a pretty big thing. It makes me feel really good about myself being able to have that level of trust with people and being able to do it. And it makes me happy being able to get people out and then watching, like kind of sitting back while Tyler's watching a band or whatever it is, and just to see his reaction and how he's dealing with the situation and like the joy that he gets out of it. I mean, because it's not every day where you find somebody that's like, dude, you want to go to a band? Let's go, I'm in. Mm-hmm. And I mean, it's not always just about me, but like seeing the reactions and how they talk and how everything else comes after that.
So there's a give and take in the relationship that I'm getting.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Which is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And what does he mean to you?
I mean, honestly, for me, it's like almost a weekend off for me, like having to deal with scheduling people and who's coming when. It's Joe's here from Friday night until Sunday afternoon. He'll be here. If I want to pee, I can pee. I don't have to wait like, oh shit, someone's coming in an hour, but I'm thirsty and I already have to pee. It's that, just, especially in the winter, like having a ride and being able to go out and do more stuff in the winter is huge. Like we went over how paratransit can be iffy sometimes, and just dealing with the snow is a pain in the winter.
But he's able to drive you in your van.
Yeah. And like to hang out with a really good friend of mine too, so yeah.
So at what point, and I'm just trying to cover all the bases here, but at what point is it time for a caregiver to get out of the job?
There comes a time for that? Like, if known Ty, that would have been like 3 weeks ago. No, just I don't think there really is one. It's a little bit different for me because, like I said, the guys that I end up taking care of, I've been friends with for I don't know how long, and I've lost some of them. So I think that was probably the biggest sign that it's time to move on from that, obviously. But otherwise, I don't really think I can walk away from this. I've built too good of a relationship. It's too rewarding for me. And I like being able to make sure that, like I said, I can give back to those that are a little bit less fortunate than I am. I mean, I'm lucky enough to not have a serious illness or a disease, but being able to make sure that everybody can live the life that they should live. And I'm here until I get fired or he doesn't want me around anymore.
Awesome. That's awesome. Sounds like you got a ride or die.
Oh yeah,
He's a pretty good guy to hang out with too. He's a lot of fun, so makes it a lot easier.
For more on this, go to the address below and continue this conversation.